Is this rolling? I think it's rolling.
Yeah, it's rolling. It's on.
Is that for? Are you just gonna eat that?
Yeah.
Do you get?
Hello, people of the Untitled podcast.
What?
I would just like to all let you know it's hot as balls in here.
And there's a goddamn cricket.
Yeah, we haven't done an episode in like a couple months. That's why if you look at episode 2 and episode now, Christian looks a lot different.
I don't look that different.
Yeah, your face looks different.
I'm gonna kill that cricket.
It's been like a few months. We had problems.
Did it move?
I don't know.
I think the cricket moved.
We had problems, but
they're
all
I can't
fixed.
do this. I'm too annoyed.
I'm gonna have
with the
Christian
cricket.
explain the problems he had while I eat this piece of cake, and we're gonna make this episode kind of quick because it's hot. Like again, I'm glad to be doing this again.
It's super hot.
So Christian, explain what happened.
This episode is gonna be. I'm gonna title this "The Cricket." So hello everyone. It's been quite some time.
By the way, this is German chocolate cake. It's my favorite cake.
Season 2, episode 20 is the first episode we recorded for season 2, and that's when I started a diet. And holy God, I'm getting sweaty. First episode of season 2, I started a diet, and now I'm sort of almost done with my diet, and I lost a lot of weight, so that's sort of it.
How much did you lose?
I lost over 50 pounds.
Damn.
Thank you for commenting. I hate that stupid cricket.
Don't worry. I'm making up for all the lost food that would normally be eaten by Christian by eating it for him.
I mean, yeah.
Explain what diet you're on now, because last time I saw you, you were on the potato diet.
I was on the potato diet. It was awful. I don't like it. It was pretty bad.
So what abomination are you now?
I'm vegan.
Oh, that's the worst kind.
Oh, now the cricket decides to shut the hell up. Okay, well, it's gonna go. Oh, okay. So when we recorded those two, we were actually in a school, and then for some reason I don't really remember, but I didn't. My sister took all my stuff, and I didn't have my hard drive, which my footage was on, so I couldn't edit that. And the whole summer went by. School started, and I got my stuff back, and now those 2 episodes have been uploaded. School is actually in session right now, so yeah.
It's good to be back.
So, a few things are different, but everything's pretty much the same. Evan, you haven't changed at all.
I got a car.
Evan bought himself a car.
That's about it.
I'm getting too sweaty.
I still work at Supercuts.
Still does the cuts.
I have new classes, but that's about it.
I'm actually moving to a different school because. Yep. Okay. Anyway, we've been gone for quite a bit. So, is there anything you'd like to catch up on? Anything at all? Doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
I have a secret.
You have no.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I forgot.
So, there's not much to talk about. So, we're just going to get right into the segments here on the Untitled podcast. I've already forgot. What is it? No. What do I normally say? Here on the Untitled podcast, we have a segment called Evan's Quote of the Day. What's your quote, Evan? You've learned things throughout life. I hope you got maybe some wisdom to share. No?
If I say a quote,
I heard the cricket. Okay.
If I say a quote, if I just say a quote to you, can you censor it for the entire thing on the podcast? Like, can you censor the whole quote?
I could, but that'd be kind of boring for them.
Well, I could say another one.
All right,
I'll say 2 quotes. One of them's for Christian. One of them's for you guys. The one for you guys is have I said teamwork makes the dream work?
You have not.
Really?
You haven't.
I feel like I have. If not, it's something I truly believe in. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now we know.
Yeah.
And this has
I swear
been.
I've used that, though.
This has been Evan quote of the day.
Okay, do you want to hear my quote?
I say it like quieter every time. Sure,
You
yeah.
wanna
Tell
hear
me the quote for me.
Okay, you're going to have to like cut this out or like bleep it.
Sure.
Okay.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so
that was good though, wasn't it?
that was bad. I mean, it was funny, but Jesus, Evan. The first 2 episodes of season 2, I had a segment called Free Sponsor, and I hate that cricket. When I was editing those episodes, I realized how stupid it was. So I'm getting rid of that entirely because I don't like it. So, would you like to introduce?
Well, first of all, here's another one.
Another what?
It's called Christian's News Report. Take it away, Christian.
Today's top story: the Trump administration pledges. The Trump administration pledges to crack down on leaks.
Woo!
You know,
I hate leaks.
leaking is awful.
Leaks in the pipe.
You got to get a plumber.
Leaks in my car.
It's expensive.
Leaks under the sink that flood your whole house. Dude, it sucks.
Dude, on Friday, Trump's administration announced a new effort to crack down on leaks, promising to promote the sources of disclosures of classified information to review the legal protections of journalists. Whatever that means. They're cracking down, dude.
What you should do is you should try and talk to him and see if you can get extra money for the leak you had in your house like a year or 2 ago.
He's the president. Just ask for a small loan of $1 million to fix the leak. That's it.
Don't ask for a loan because you have to pay loans back.
You're right. Just
ask for a donation.
Donation. There you go. This has been my news report.
That cake was delicious.
Here on the Untitled. Oh, wait. Evan's got it.
No. Yeah.
What you love this week? Do you not love anything?
I do. I love lots of things. What I loved this week was that German chocolate cake. That's why I brought it on the show.
So you loved that German chocolate cake? Wasn't even from Germany, but sure, yeah.
No, it was from Safeway, but it was just as
Safeway
good.
in California. Okay.
It's my favorite cake by far.
You didn't even love your car?
I that's for a different episode, Christian.
Oh, did I just spoil it?
Remember, I did my favorite cookies,
Yeah.
Bluetooth speakers,
Yep.
and now my favorite cake. It's food item. Next week.
Well, you just gave away the formula. Now
The
everybody's...
smart one's already new.
That's a good one. That's it, right? Then we do... We are.
I just want to make sure you were back home. Can I be in it?
No. You don't have to do this. So here we have a segment that takes up the remainder of the podcast. It's
What happened to your second segment?
What? I got rid of it because it was boring. Do I have to come up with a new one?
Yeah.
What was it? Can I think of one?
Come here then. Here. Talking to this.
What's up? My name is...
Get closer.
What's up? My name is Andrea. I go by Dre. What we doing?
I have to come up with a new segment.
Let me do your makeup.
No.
Let me do your makeup.
No.
Hell no.
Okay, get out.
No, what are y'all making?
I'm trying to come up with a segment idea.
What was the old one?
Free sponsors. In every episode, I'd come up with a free sponsor and give a sponsor away to like any company.
Oh, yeah. Can I have a cookie though?
They're not mine.
No.
Finesse.
Okay, I think I sort of got one.
I'm like the Godfather, but of food.
It's called The Two Strangest. And in this segment, I share with you the 2 strangest things that would probably not seem likely to get along, but do.
I'm kind of interested.
Huh?
I'm kind of interested.
Today's strangest things are cacti and babies.
What do those have to do with each other?
And this has been The Two Strangest.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Please introduce.
What?
Introduce.
Oh, the last segment takes up the remainder of the podcast, and it is called The Cup. This is just a cup full of questions, and we just talk about these things and just wait till it ends. Evan will start it off.
Question number 72. If you could be named after a city, what city would you be named after?
If I could be named after a city, I don't know. What would you want?
Los Angeles, because I'm obviously an angel.
No, you're not. Okay, San Pedro, in Long Beach, San Pedro.
Why?
It's not even Pedro, it's Pedro, which is strange. Okay, my turn.
You're right.
Son?
It's your turn.
Going for my thing. All right, let me just open this up real quick. Question 85. What is the most miserable class you've ever taken?
Oh, that's an easy one.
What is
AP Human Geography.
What did you?
I had to write a 7-page essay. I couldn't double space it, by the way. It was single space, 7-page essay on a breakfast item. I got stuck with maple syrup. Do you know how hard it is to write 7 pages of useful information on maple syrup? I literally went into the types of soil that the trees that the maple syrup came from best grew in.
I am so sorry.
It was awful.
The most miserable class I've ever taken was a computer class, and I thought we were going to learn to fix computers.
Mr. Sangahangi?
Mr. Sangahangi? We only read about fixing computers. I never touched a damn computer ever in that class.
But you did touch a Cat 6 cable.
With
Cat 6 Ethernet.
with RJ45 plastic connector. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I made a damn Ethernet cable. That's it.
That's impressive.
It was super easy. Okay. Your turn. How many should we do? We should have like a set number of these.
No, I just like to keep going and downtown. What do you do at school when you're bored?
Oh, I sleep or listen to music. It's like, what else do you do?
I like zone out, right? And I imagine stuff in my head.
I juggle swords on fire.
Like, I imagine things in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I'll zone out for like 10 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
And then I'll like snap back to reality. I'll be like,
whoop, there goes gravity.
I'll be like, oh my gosh, I just missed a whole lecture.
Sometimes when a teacher would be reading something and I'd like pay attention for like 2 seconds, I'd think about something, like focus back again. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I dropped one.
When I was little though, I used to like in like 4th grade, I used to take a pencil and pretend it was a rocket ship and fly it around in class. I'm not even joking.
Question 39. If you can wake up tomorrow in the body of someone else, who would you pick and what would you do?
I'd take over Christian's body.
What?
And I'd jump in front of a car.
What? Why?
Because then you'd be dead and I'd be in my body the next day.
You're a terrible person. Why would you do that? That's so fucking mean. Pick one, damn it.
I heard you did.
No. When? I didn't see you.
What was the least favorite thing you've received as a birthday present? So I had this friend one time, and when he came over to give me a present for my birthday, he got me a $1 toy giraffe and stuck a half-cent bird on top.
It was not $1. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, there's a link right up there. Or wait. Right up here? No, there's a link right up there. I got Evan a little giraffe. I hate you, Evan. I spent a lot of time putting that together. The worst thing I ever got on Christmas, or as a gift, was on Christmas, and from my mom. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening to this. She gave me books, and they were bad. I didn't like them. I wanted like toys or something. This is super off topic, but most of the time in these episodes, you sound a lot worse than I do. And I don't want to say anything, but I'm going to say something. Did you notice how close I am to my microphone and how close you are to yours?
Yeah.
That may like be
Oh, you think it's gonna be better this time?
I think you should be closer. Because
is this close enough for you, Christian?
you know how many people you just made go deaf?
I think this is as close as I can get.
Honestly, you probably sound great.
I think so too.
It looks like you're making out with your mic.
I'm damn near swallowing the microphone.
Do you want to put that pop filter?
No, I'm not. I'm doing this for the rest of the episode because you want me to.
Question 100. If you could be anywhere else right now, where would you be?
In bed?
In bed? Sleeping?
Yeah.
If there could be anywhere else right now I'd want to be, I don't know.
I want the bed to be like on top of the Eiffel Tower though.
I'd either want to be in Long Beach with my sister.
No, I want to sleep. I want to sleep in the bed of the White House.
You want to sleep with Trump?
No, not in a different room.
Evan's got to think for Mr. Trump. Oh. I'd either be in Long Beach with my sister or San Francisco with somebody.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And creative.
Mm-hmm.
And very thought-provoking.
I'd want to be with my sister more.
Wow.
Because she's got a new apartment and it's pretty cool.
Question number 27.
Yes.
What was your first thought when you woke up this morning?
I'm awake.
My first thought was, crap, it's 7 o'clock. It's too early. I'm going to go back to sleep for another hour and a half.
Question 141. If you could be great at one sport, what would it be?
What?
Great at any one sport. I don't know. Probably like basketball. Because that's like a lot of people like basketball. I don't know.
MMA fighting.
Okay.
That way I could beat your ass every day.
Ooh.
If you could live in any country, what country would you live in?
Any other country?
Yeah, not the U.S.
Not the U.S. Canada.
Damn, me too.
Because I don't know.
Yeah.
They speak English.
It's cold. I like the cold.
Never been to Canada.
And it's close enough.
I hear they're nice.
This is the last question of the podcast.
Question 48. You're walking home in the dark. You see something move. What or who is it, and what do you do?
Shia LaBeouf.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf. Lurking in the shadows. Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Living in the woods. Shia LaBeouf. Killing for sport. Shia LaBeouf. Eating all the bodies. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
I'm walking home. And you know who I see? Mr. G. You know what I do? Drop kick him in the face.
Sometimes it gets a little hot here,
There's paper.
and you just got to keep cool. So you always got to keep a fan handy.
I would just like everyone to know.
To have a successful podcast, you got to have great audio.
I'd just like to
Almost
thank everyone for watching
ever.
the Untitled podcast this week.
But also,
I know it's been a
when
rough
you're hot,
week
you got to cool down. And
For
if you got to
everyone.
sacrifice some quality from your podcast,
because it's been hot out.
you know,
But
you do what you got to do.
just thank you,
know,
for taking the time
so
out of your day to watch us. And we're going to be here next week. And that is all, folks. Now, I will end the podcast.
Oh, wait. Before you go, if you'd like to listen to this episode, there's a link in the description that allows you to listen just to the audio of this episode. Thank you for watching, and peace out.